Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I think I'm like 2 minutes late, maybe 3 minutes late. My apologies. Um, giving your best efforts, you still kind of mess up a little bit here. I've been working on this production for this, and regardless, I'm not feeling whine about it. I'm here, okay, and it's gonna be a good show. Period. And yeah, I might have been late, but it ain't like I'm in no job clocking in. So move right along. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys had a great, marvelous day. Me, myself, it's been, I can't say it's felt like a Wednesday. Let me put these pictures. I'm not looking at the chat, y'all. I'm trying to get this last piece of production done that I didn't get done. Um, well, I got it. Well, whatever. Okay, so let me put this in a folder so I can do a slideshow. Um, new album, deliverance, boom, and bam, it's done. I don't have to sit here and whine. Okay, so I'm finished whining. I've gotten it done, and now I'm fully prepared to put on a great show. I am Demetralitallday of the Demetralitallday channel, otherwise known as Lit Lane. Please be sure to do all the right things. Please like this video. Please participate in the chat. Please leave me a comment and hit the like if you're watching on the replay. Thank you. And let me know your comments in the replay, right? On the comments afterwards for the replay too, okay? I did drop the link. Hold on, y'all. Baby. I gotta close myself. I gotta take myself out the stream out on my laptop. Boom. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. StreamYard. Let me say Exit Studio. Boom. All right. So I got my 100,000% attention, okay? All right. Y'all know I take things so seriously. Have I taken my anti-anxieties? Hey, Ghost Bird, if you came back, hello. Thank you for dropping in your comments about Glenn Close. She is definitely one of the points of topic. A point that she's a talking point here. Let's see. What's up, Room Shaker? Thank you for coming through as usual. Give me your support. What's up, Daniel Berry? That's our local Lit Lane sports reporter. What's up, Chanel? There go my home girl. I am late. But I'm not. I'm trying to push past that. Thank you, friend. What's up, Winter? Oh Lord, because guess what? This is a spoiler alert. Okay. What's up, Sharice? Well, I won't say what happened at the end. What's up, Sharice? Sharice said you need to add so on the poll. LOL, hello everyone. I didn't even think about the so part, right? What's up, Vibrant Low? Let me get this link again. I know that Jill's comfort zone. What's up, Super Dale TV? Good to see you this evening. Let me copy this link. Here's the link to join the conversation. Now, this is on the Deliverance, right? The Netflix original movie. Oh, I put here's the link, but didn't drop the link. Bloop. So I might need to do that different. Okay, link panel link. Let me do that again. Y'all know I have a little bit of, I ain't gonna say a control issue, but I like things to be suited and booted correctly. So I definitely have like different talking points and stuff that I definitely want to discuss, and I'm open to anybody's opinion and everything. But I kind of want to stick to the topic and everything like that. Now I know that Jill's comfort zone is going to be joining me here shortly, and so I'm looking forward to that. Let me put up the picture here. Y'all know this was a Netflix original. If y'all have noticed the way that I've noticed, a lot of people, I guess, with the invention and the popularity of streaming services, I don't even know, do people actually even go to the movies anymore? Do people go to the movies? Or does everything just go straight to streaming services? You know what I'm saying? Because, it just seemed that way to me. And I've noticed that a lot of people are taking advantage of the streaming services to get their original content out, and they having more control and power over it, and I like that. Let me see if anybody else came in. All right, I got boom. Let me present this. Share. Yeah, I am so unaccustomed to not paying for StreamYard. So all these little other ways to do stuff is beyond me, right? Let's see. How you make that bigger? Okay, so the deliverance. I'm waiting on Jill. So let me look and see what y'all said in the chat. Y'all say yes, 100% yes, and in all actuality, it's probably like 80% yes, 20% so. Super Dale TV say the movie was solid. Cherie said, I wish I can come up. Your attendance is marked off, girl. You on time. You on time. You here. You here. You here. You know what I'm saying? And Winter, you be the first person here so much of the time. You won't even be called tardy. Okay, you got to be real late. Okay. I wish I can come up, but I have to check homework, so I'm listening and will support and chat when I can. Thank you. Thank you. So the movie itself, The Deliverance, is loosely based, and I say loosely based on actual real events. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But please trust and believe me. When they kept saying during the promotion, they really hyped it up as far as, which is no excuses for hyping it up. It's a black movie, right? It's a black written movie, a black produced movie, directed movie, I should say. It's starring four Academy Award winning women, black, well, four Academy Award winning women, the majority, three of them, which is black. Okay. So yes, we definitely want to support our black movies and everything like that. The big talk about it was like trying to say, as far as it being a horror film, how like people, some of the cast animals died, and some of the cast got sick and ended up in the hospital. And then this was the first time that Monique actually did a project with Lee Daniels after all those years of contention between the two, right? So it was a lot of behind the scene, different elements to go to the story, right? And I definitely want to talk about them here. I'll just keep my eye out for Jill and drop the link, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into these talking points, okay? So first, I want to talk about the cast, right? The cast was Andra Day. That's she over there to the left. You know, I don't know why. I hear her name all the time. And when I hear her name come up, I never know who the hell she is, right? Her name just don't pop for me. Whereas I just like you say her name, I recognize who it is. That never happens for me because I think she might have sang like the national anthem or something, and I didn't know who it was. And the whole thing about Andrea Day is that I literally the whole entire movie I couldn't help but say, damn, she looked like she could be Rihanna, ain't he? Right? She could be Rihanna's big sister. Is it just me that noticed that, or do y'all see that resemblance too? She looks so much like an older Rihanna, and I'm not talking about old like her mama. I'm talking about old like a sister or something. And Monique and Glenn Close. Now I just finished binging the last excellent Billie Holiday. She sings "I Rise Up." Right, I thought she was a singer. Right. So I knew that she was a singer because I remember hearing her name about her singing. I couldn't remember that song right here. And then I think Winter is saying that she started in the last Billie Holiday movie. I didn't watch that one. And I know she sang the national anthem or something like that at something big like the Super Bowl or something, right? But do y'all think she look like she could be Rihanna's big sister or her auntie or something? Or is that just me? She really looked like Rihanna to me, right? And so then with Glenn Close, I just finished binge watching maybe a month or so ago. I binge watched every episode, every season of what was the name of that show she did? That singing show, that lawyer show. Dang, and that shit was good too. Dang, my brain not working. I cannot think of what was it called. God darn it, I can't think of the name of that series that she did with Damages. Thank you so much, Sharice. I love Damages. And Glenn Close played the hell out of that her role in that. So much to the point that she was looking so good, and I knew she was old. In that movie, that series was like 3 years ago, when the last season or whatever. Glenn Close is damn near in her 80s. And when I say damn near, she might be 80. Okay. So she looked good, but I got a point to say about that. What's up with the fact? I'm going to get into that. That lady down there at the bottom, yeah, we recognize her. What's up, Jill's Comfort Zone? Let me drop the link. So the cast was good. It seemed like y'all enjoyed the movie. Me and my honey, when we watched it last night, let me tell you, we watch movies, okay? And we are very critical. So a movie can't last past 15 minutes if it sucks. Okay, Jill. The movie had to catch our attention, and the movie had to seem even halfway plausibly good in the first 10, 15 minutes, or we on to the next movie. Okay? Period. So at the end of the movie, what he had to say was, we actually talked about different things during the movie and said, did you see that? Da, 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 da. And then after the movie, it was like, yeah, it kept our attention. That was interesting. That was good. So we give it a thumbs up, me and my honey, right? Now, I talked about those couple of things. Let's talk about this. Now, this cast had mainly all Black notable women, right? Notable Black women actresses. They only had one main, and it was a supporting male actor, Black actor role, which was played by Omar Epps, right? And Omar Epps, his character, he was like a nurse attendant or a nurse or something at the god doggone dialysis place, right? And I said to myself, was this character really necessary? It just like, what's her name? The gay lady. Let me look at my thing. Miss, what her name is? Miss something. Miss S. Miss something. Yeah, she was good in Fatal Attraction. That was her claim to fame, Fatal Attraction, and that was way back in the 80s, right? I wish I would have did this on my laptop, because all of my stuff is set up on my laptop, but it don't do the StreamYard right. So I got to get all that stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Because I got all my notes to go with everything and everything to go with this. Now, I did notice, I said to myself, after watching the whole entire movie, the whole movie was based on the fact that this family, Andra Day, was Ebony Jackson, right? How Black of a name is that, right? So Ebony Jackson, played by Andra Day, she's the exactly, Cherie. She was the leading actress, right? She's a single mother, yet she must be married. She separated out. The story didn't go real into deep detail, but it's her and her 3 children. An older boy, Nate, a daughter, a teenage daughter, and an elementary school age child, little boy, right? They didn't move into this house. The house is kind of run down a little bit. And apparently, the father figure, the man of the house, him and the mama, is separated or some crap, and he in Iraq. I say some crap because they didn't really get into the storyline about that. But they move into this house. Okay. As far as, and then, supernatural things start happening. And it turned out to be almost a full-blown exorcism type of deal. Right? It's very remembrant or very close to, at some points, to The Exorcist. Now, as far as the storyline, it really had layers, right? And I could really appreciate the layers. As far as the production of it, probably because it was a Netflix original movie, right? Maybe that's why they didn't really build the layers very well, right? Maybe that's why they didn't take as much time to develop the characters, to let you know more. They left a lot up for speculation, right? So she's in that house with her 3 children. She by herself, and Glenn Close is her mother. So therefore, she's biracial. Now, Glenn Close, there's been a lot of talk and speculation. I didn't watch anyone else's reviews, But I definitely saw the trailer pictures of Glenn Close looking like the last thought in America. And I was like, this is gonna be so interesting. And because I didn't watch anyone else's reviews, I really wouldn't expect. Really didn't know that she was playing like the main character's mom, but she was. Let me share this picture. Now, Glenn Close, the mom, the grandmother role, she was absolutely, like Ghostbird said, the epitome of one of those hood white women that love black men, okay, and love the black culture, okay. This is her, baby. She was started out. At some point, she had some holes in her jeans and stuff, and she fixed her little boobs up and everything. She had her lashes on. She wore her wigs, her nails, and everything. And this the girl, mama. Come to find out she's sick. She got cancer. She had to go get her cancer treatments and stuff like that. But at the same time, she was a senior citizen, white, black man loving thought. And that's why Sharice was saying for the Omar Epps character, he was needed to support Glenn Close's whorish ways, right? But let's talk about this a little bit. It's a black written movie based on real events from a black family, starring all these spectacular black Academy Award winning women. Why was it necessary to put Glenn Close in to play the grandmother, right? And be white? Why was that necessary? Right? Why couldn't the movie have just as much star power and just as much impact with just the black characters? Because based on the real life story, which you can find on YouTube, it's an all black family. Based on the true events that this was written up of or taken from, loosely adapted from, the girl is not biracial. Her mom is not white. It's all black people. Right? So I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and then the one male role is the black male running after this old sick white lady. Okay, what's up, Marcio? Hola, ¿cómo estás, señor? Good to see you, Marcio. Love to see you. So I was like, okay, it's kind of disappointing to me that I feel like it's disappointing to me that they felt it was necessary to put in a token white actress in order to more so establish the movie, right? I felt kind of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's like a slap in the face. Thank you. Hey, Saint City, thank you. You got Andre Day, you got Monique, you got the other lady, you know what I'm saying? It's a black story. Why is it necessary? I feel like it's almost like the movie doesn't become legit until you have that token white person in it, like until you have that token white actress, that name to put in the topics. And then so despite the acting from other people, that play way more significant parts in the movie, all the talk you hearing about is Glenn Close. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. What's up, Love Blake? What's up, Love Blake? But I definitely noticed that. And I definitely was thinking about that. But yes, did I like her character? Absolutely. Now, the movie, surprisingly to me, had a lot of those layers, those emotional layers, and the family structure, right? So with her being a single mom with those 3 kids, 2 of them teenagers and adolescents, you know what I'm saying? It also depicted her, as being a still suffering alcoholic, right? She's an alcoholic. The mom, the Andrea, Ebony was the character name. And it was insinuated quite often in the movie as though she was being physically abusive to her children, right? Cause that's the part that Monique played in the whole deal. Monique played. Come to find out, Monique was the CPS worker, and Monique was coming because of the fact that they had a ongoing CPS case for abuse. But in the movie, you never see her actually abuse them kids. Now she did slap that little boy in the mouth at that dinner table. I understand what you're saying, but I'm glad that for once we're not a hole. We're not a hole in the movie. But were we not a whore in the movie? Were but were we not? That's one of my talking points, right? That's definitely one of my talking points. And you made a good make a good point, right? But don't forget, Ebony started coming to find out, started paying the money for was paying the money for her mama to get them cancer treatments. And Ebony came walking up that street one night, okay, with that purse. Okay. So that's one of my talking points. It was a lot of insinuations, inferences made, but they wasn't. He didn't build on it, and the director didn't build on it, and then go deep off into it, right? Just like the child abuse thing, right? Even though the daughter had them bruises on her arms and stuff like that, they never really showed. She was walking down the street with no shoes. I didn't notice no shoes. I was too busy saying, is she out there selling coochie to make this happen? Because she just do hair, barber. She was just a barber. How in the hell would she have the money to pay for cancer treatments cash, right? Off of just doing barbering. And then she was being, late on bills and things like that. So I kind of thought she might have been out there hustling, you know. So let me tell you about like some of the things with the family dynamic. This is Monique playing the CPS worker. She coming, the caseworker. She coming to check on the family and everything. The kids all locked lipped and nobody want to say that the mama hit them and everything. And quite honestly, it was inferred. Now, her just popping that boy, yeah, I thought so too, Super Dale. I kind of feel like that too, right? I kind of feel like that too. So, with the mom and her relationship, I put this under most cringe-worthy moments. My cringe-worthy moments was their relationships, the disrespect between the parents and the children on all accords. I promise y'all, I cringe when Ebony and her mama was calling each other bitches and telling each other fuck you. And even though they adults, I was just like, oh my God, this is horrible. I just hate to see all that kind of shit because I wasn't raised like that. And then to see the kids, like her daughter talking about fuck that. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know me personally. And I don't know everything, right? Maybe I'm sheltered. I don't think I am. But I don't think it's typical black family life, no matter which the dynamics, whether it can be hood, whether it can be rich and sedity. I don't see whereas in black families, they do all that disrespecting of one another, right? I have not seen out of all the people, all the friends, associates, and relatives, and all my 47 years, I have yet to see a black family whereas the kids sit there and just cuss with their mama and shit. You know what I'm saying? And where I just see, even when you're grown, you tell your mama, bitch, fuck you. Like, what? And that was running rampant in this movie because apparently they kept alluding to the fact that Ebony and her mom, Glenn Close, they had a broken relationship, right? And it was also alluded to the fact that, here go Jill. Hey, Jill.
Hey, boo. Hey.
Oh,
Can
I
you
gotta put
hear
my
me
earphones
good?
on. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Can you hear me good?
I can. I just didn't have my earphones on. I got them on.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what did you think overall about the movie?
And I was listening to you. I found it odd that they threw the white woman in there. I was like, after watching the show because they left out so much, like, what happened in the childhood and all that stuff. So I am aware that there was some essay involved. Of course, they was hinting to that part, I guess. And it was a great movie. It was
Hmm.
good, but I thought they kind of fed off of the movie They or something like that. They
Oh,
or
I kept
them.
thinking about the Exorcist, right? In some parts, but
That too.
I appreciate the fact that you saw that it wasn't no real development of their storylines, right? It was no real development of the characters and their backstory. A lot of stuff was just insinuated, just like what you think of, like with the child abuse, right? So the
Yeah.
child abuse, we never saw her really hit. Well, the only time was when she popped the little boy in her mouth, the little boy in his mouth. But beyond that, we never seen her hit those children and stuff like that. But yet she had a CPS case for physical abuse,
Facts.
and then so it was just kind of weird. And then she said, well, pretty much like that old commercial used to say, I learned it from watching you. And when she told her mama, when her mama tried to correct her about hitting them kids and stuff,
Right.
right? And then they kept doing that flashback with that man coming, and it's only I that was insinuating the SA, you know.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
they left a lot up for you to really fill in the blanks. But I'm glad you noticed too that do you think they put Glenn Close in and created that character to be white for the name power, the star power? Hey
And
Mike.
it's crazy because I didn't see why she was needed. Like even for the star power. Hey everybody in the chat, but I don't know what that was about. I can't even say for the star power because it was a star-studded movie.
Absolutely. And
It's
do you know that on the IMB what'd you say? IMDB, whatever it is, the movie thing.
yeah.
Do you know that it's the first billing went to Andrea Day, right? The second billing went to Glenn Close, right? And like Monique had like third or fourth billing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't look at those rates. Of them rating the characters or anything. I didn't see that. Wow. Um
Shannon say
I,
it was weird having Glenn Close play the mom, but probably chose her to bring more odds and interest to different people. Right, to get the right audience. Absolutely. And I couldn't get into it due to the lack of cohesion. Boy, my homegirl using all big words. Look at my best friend. She say it was all over the place. Shaking my
it
head.
was.
I
It
wanted to give
was.
it a chance, but it's like y'all had one job. Stick to the facts. Also, use better creativity.
I
Right.
agree with that. I definitely agree because the story was all over the place. And then when you wanted them to fill you in on what they were talking about, they really didn't. And then they would flash back at the oddest moments, keep showing these flashes, and I'm like, yeah, but Glenn wasn't needed. She definitely
But
wasn't needed.
I enjoyed her character,
I
right?
enjoyed her, but she
But she
wasn't
wasn't
needed.
needed. She
No,
wasn't needed. And it's kind of like a
mm-mm,
slap in the face to me for it to be a black production with these stellar women. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
to have the one black character, grown man character, adult character, oh my else, to have him in there pursuing the old sick white woman, that just took me out.
Child, and you could see she had a history, because even the men. Remember the scene where the man was on the bench and she was going in for her chemo or her checkup, and they like, come sit up, come
Hey,
sit
baby, she
here.
was so gonna sit down too. She just didn't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of my talking points about the mom was, what do we think about the fact about, and I've seen this in real life, how these women become newfound Christians, which thank you, praise the Lord, hallelujah, but they still be thoughts. Right, so here she goes. The mom, think Glenn Close. She didn't got her newfound faith and religion. She going to that black church. She hallelujah, and at the same time, she walking up and down the street looking like the last thought in America.
Well, and see that comes where, I mean, that's what happens. But I think the focus of the picture is, see, she was trying to save her family, trying to do that, but she was still fighting her own demons. So that's
Oh,
why
okay,
you
okay,
get where
okay.
I'm going.
It's
She was
hilarious. Yeah.
exactly so she was trying to get into faith, and it shows you a in certain instances, if your faith isn't as strong in Christ, it's easy to lose your way. So you coming to help your child, but at the same time, you don't have enough. You don't have enough willpower yourself to
Right,
help
right, right.
yourself. Because as you can see, you heard what that preacher said. In order to fight them, you have to be strong and you have to believe, and you can't be scared.
Yeah, and so let's get into that. So what happened is, spoiler alert: the youngest son gets possessed. Okay, that's what the story is about. The deliverance. The youngest boy, Dre, he gets possessed by a demonic spirit that had lived in the house before them. Come to find out, right? And and he takes possession, and through his possession, the other two siblings get possessed, or something. Yeah, I would just say possessed, right?
Yes.
So let me touch on this. And so that's what it all was about. And it happened so dang fast because they didn't really build up the plot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gets sick, he gets possessed. And I did you get a feeling from at the beginning of the movie? I wrote this in my notes. I got the feeling as though he was already sickly. Because why in the beginning of the movie, even before all the supernatural stuff started happening, like when she slapped him in the mouth, right? uh
Right.
it's kind of like everybody looked at her crazy because she stepped in the mouth, but it was also like she already know he got problems or something. It just seemed like he was supposed to already been sick or something to me. Like I already felt like before the possession, like maybe he was supposed to be sickly and they didn't go into that a lot. It was so weird to me, like how they did certain things.
Right.
You
Because
know,
they just highlighted he was lactose tolerant, and they didn't really get into it. And it's kind of he was missing his dad, and kind of had that kind of missing element of his life. So to say, the weakest link. So that's why the devil was able to possess him as easy as than
he
the
did.
others, because
Now,
he was kind of like the weakest link, kind of struggling between he want his dad to come home, didn't understand why he couldn't eat certain things, and yeah,
girl, did you see that little boy go to that refrigerator and drink that milk, wasting that milk
child.
all over that floor? I say, now I would have whipped his ass for that. Hey, anti go. That little boy went to that refrigerator at nighttime, y'all, and put that milk up and just was drinking that milk. All that milk was on the floor. Now
Yes.
they showed her slapping him just about whatever. He should have got a whipping for that type of thing. Now, what type of family moving to a house, right? Now they kept showing and emphasizing about that door to the basement, right? And they had that
Hmm.
fly. So we all know, okay, that means it's something bad down. That's how we get to knowing something scary down there, right?
Hmm.
What who moves into a house, okay, and don't go see everything in the house, right? And if it's something is smelling downstairs, why you mean to tell me the teenage boy couldn't go down there and go see why they had to pay $60 for somebody to come find that dead cat?
I didn't get. Listen, I'm telling Demetra. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can say they had a the intentions was okay, but you could tell this was kind of like thrown together a little bit. Little clips from here, clips from there, because none of that stuff made sense. I move in the house. Or was they saying that the cat wasn't? I don't know. Cause you
but
started seeing a
but they
dead bird in the yard.
Yeah, but
Uh,
but when they got that exterminator to come, just because they had a smell down there, right? And they had to pay $60, and they struggling with the money and stuff, and that's why she had to get the money from her teenage son. Why in the hell? What black family ain't gonna go down there? Somebody gotta go get their cat from out of there. You mean to tell me y'all ain't got no money, but you gonna call an exterminator to come and pay $60 to take out a dead cat? That little boy was going up and down them stairs like it wasn't nothing. He should have brought the dead cat up there.
Not the baby. Let the baby go get the what you said since you like playing down there. Do your due diligence and get the goddamn cat.
Right.
Oh Jesus.
Now, see, I like the fact that how you put it, how you said it, some about how I liked how you framed that because I didn't look at it like that. About how Glenn Close, even though she had her struggles in raising in her lifestyle, right, and
Mm,
and her choices with raising Ebony, and then we got to see that reflected with how Ebony was raising her children, right? You wasn't up
mhm.
here, but I was talking about the physical abuse and how she was saying, "Well, I got that from you." No, but what about you? Right?
Right.
What it was it? I put that as my most cringy moments about when between Ebony and her mama cussing each other out. I hated that. With Ebony
Ooh.
children and her cussing into each other, I hated that. I was like,
Ooh.
wow,
That was
you
deep.
know.
And you know what? That's reality though. I seen
Is
it.
it?
I seen
I've never seen, and
I seen
that's okay. I just asked the question to Lit Lane. I'm like, do y'all see that? I've never. I'm 47 years old. Me and my mom don't have the best relationship, but I have. I'm not finna sit here and tell my mama, "Fuck you, bitch." What?
I've seen it, and
Oh,
it's really sad the way how can I say it? Because I got that part so clear because I've seen it in instances of where you can tell that there was really, really, really a lot of neglect between Ebony and her mom. You can see that she didn't pay attention to her or love on her. Okay. And you could see how lost Ebony was with
right.
her own children. So you could tell that there was not she didn't have that standard or that role model of how to raise children. So what was kind of uncomfortable, you could see where she still had like a little
Oh,
bit
she
respect
had
for
a
her.
lot of love for her mom.
She
For her
loved
to
it,
be
but she had and to take her into our homes because I ain't seen that yet. Where, I just see that the relationship is the way it is, but I couldn't see when I did see that kind of experience in other families. I couldn't see them accepting their mom in the home though, which is
and
even more sad.
paying for her cancer treatments simply
Yeah,
because that's where her mama liked to go. In those
yeah,
instances, and like she was saying, it was that love. And then I love the scene, right, with her mom doing her hair and her doing her daughter hair, right? That
hmm
was an absolutely beautiful scene. Right,
it
so
was
it was love there, but then at the same time, so much pain and everything, so much brokenness. And
exactly brokenness. Yes.
and I wish they would have delved more into that, right? So that was one deal. What was your most cringe? Now, let's talk about the moments where you said, "Oh my God," where you. I had a few moments. Now, as far as the horror part of it, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get scared, but it was a couple of moments in that movie where I said, "Ooh,
Right.
Lord."
Yeah.
Let me read Mike's comment first. Mike said, if
Okay.
her mom is black in real life, which the mom in real life is black, the mom on the movie should have been black. Hell, they could have gotten Loretta Devine, boom. Alfred Woodard, boom.
hmm
Angela Bassett, boom, to play the mom. But it is what it is. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. So I'm
See,
glad.
and let me speak on my comment. See, that is the big piece where I was saying how they just threw this together. It almost looked like they put out, they sorted out for people to come in and play that part, and like they couldn't find them.
But no, I don't think so. I think it was
You
simply to
think
bring it.
so?
I know. I think that he could have got Lee Daniels could have got some of those people, right? Or any type of I mean, you look at the actors that all those actresses are Academy Award winners. That's fact, right?
They are, but I'm talking about,
So he wouldn't
we
have
in
had
the
he
you
wouldn't have had
you
no problem.
but look, remember we also talking about we are in that epidemic too where they want money. This is a Netflix. Wasn't this a Netflix movie?
Yeah, it is.
And
Mhm.
so I'm thinking people probably just like, nah, I want some money.
Well, hell, they could have put Monique as the god dog on more so like the mother. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think she was no good caseworker either.
She
Okay,
wasn't, because she was going with she was fighting with her own demons as well,
and she got
which
too
made
personal with it. You know what I'm
yes, she
saying?
did. She used her personal experience to judge that mom.
And
So
how the
that's
heck
what
you gonna
that
have
was.
people scare you off from seeing the god doggone kids just because Glenn Close old ass come down them stairs with that bat? You mean to tell me you're not gonna demand to see the children,
Facts.
right?
Fact.
And so, and then okay, so they get into it. It happens so fast, y'all. The possession happens so fast.
It
It was
did.
like all of a sudden the boy is possessed. All of a sudden, the lady, the evangelist came out of nowhere. She been watching them. She go to McDonald's and tell the woman a story about the family that lived there 20 years before and how she supposed to came in to try to do what the deliverance, right? Because they not calling it an exorcism, right? Because
Mhm.
it's Black Baptist or something. So they saying how they going in and casting out demons. Now, this kind of struck me as odd. If you got this lady, if you got hands-on knowledge and you was unsuccessful casting out this demon 20 years ago, what make you think you about to come through and do better now? Maybe she thought she had gotten stronger.
Well, I think from that way, I think the family, she tried to help them, and I think they kind of just turned away, is what it sounded like to me. Like they just stopped coming around. Like, the devil just took over. So, and they probably, it sounded like she said because she said she never knew what happened with them. You
Oh, I
know,
thought she had said that she wasn't strong enough to. I thought it that, but okay, maybe I might
remember
have.
when they was at the diner and she was like, I don't know what happened with them,
But we
at
know
first.
what
And then
happened.
she
That
started
woman
telling,
cut that man's head off.
she cut that baby head off. Yes, she did. Her son. She sure did cut his head off. But I mean, when she was explaining, saying she don't never knew what
Hey
happened,
T.
but
Mm-hmm.
she did know how they died. But she said she don't know what happened to them, meaning obviously they lost point, touch.
Oh, okay.
And
See,
I
we
think
we interpreted that different. Okay, okay.
exactly. I think the way she was explaining it, she's like, I don't know what happened with them. And she was like, what you mean? And then that's when she went into the story of how she cut the baby head off, then went after the daughter and then hung herself. And
No,
you ne-
that was her husband head she cut off, girl.
oh, I thought that was the son, because remember, that was the son who was talking to what's it? Ebony's baby. Remember?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was his
son.
spirit. But no,
That
she
was
was in
it.
the bed with her husband. That was her. That was the son head she cut off.
I thought she went into the son's
Hey, for
room.
soldier.
I thought she went into the son's room. And remember,
No, it was the husband. No, no, no,
oh,
no,
it
no.
was the
It was the
husband?
husband. And so you never
Oh,
got
okay. Okay,
and you never
I'm
got to
lost
see.
then.
They never showed. She cut off the husband head,
I got confused
and
then,
she started coming
child.
to her senses. And then the daughter walked up to the door, and then she picked up the
Yeah, I
axe and
seen
went
that.
after her
And went
ass.
after her, right.
And
Oh, I thought that was, I don't even know what I was watching there. I was cooking while I was watching that. So it was the husband. Okay.
yeah, and they
I
never
missed that
showed what happened
with the boy.
with the boy, right? So
Okay.
all of a sudden, the boy get the little boy Dre in present day, he get possessed, and then the other kids start acting crazy, right? The girl, I don't even know what that was supposed to mean when she was singing in the choir, and then all that blood started coming down her leg. I don't know what I didn't know exactly. Okay, and then the oldest boy, he sitting there laughing about the woman brother
Yeah,
dying,
brother died.
and
Then
then the
little boy eating his own shit and throwing it in the classroom.
girl, when he took his pants, he had to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom. That was a cringe. Hey T, that was
that was
cringy.
a cringy
Hey,
for
T.
me.
he
I said, what the hell is going on?
he took them pants. He pulled his pants down, and I already knew he had started. I thought maybe he had started pissing, but apparently he started shitting the little boy. he eating it and throwing it at the teacher. You know what I'm saying? And so at this moment, they know it's a goddamn problem,
Yes,
right?
that's a problem. But see, that was another thing too, which I did realize when they took the kids to the hospital, to be
Right.
evaluated. I was, I got it. They was looking more so at the bruises, so that was led them looking at the mother. But I'm saying, you saying they want more attention from their mama, but that's a little bit extreme. Eating poop and doing all of this, you know.
And but
Yeah, I was
and they
wrong.
wasn't gonna even talk about them bruises except for the fact that Ebony kept pushing that woman. She said, "No, something wrong with my kids,"
Right.
and that's when she said, "Well, we could talk about these bruises." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What's
Yes.
your thought, T
Exactly.
Lounge? Thank you for joining.
I'm gonna have this. Is gonna be one review. I'm gonna have to go back and rewind because I came in and then I saw that you was live, so I missed the whole first part. I liked it. I had some like it was some things that I felt like it was more so the script that I had an issue with.
Right, we talked about that. Yeah, go ahead.
None of the performances. I think the performances was excellent. The script needed a little bit of help. Um but overall, like I would watch it again. I know that much.
Now I don't know if I would watch it again, but I didn't have no problem watching it. I didn't feel like I wasted my time. I didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Cause me
Same
and my
here.
honey were cut off a movie. You know what I'm saying? So we watched it and we actually, and I had a lot of different talking points about it. I'm gonna actually share the talking points, and if anybody want to pick up on some of them, we didn't talk about a lot of them, but let me share it that way we can kind of. So we was talking about the oh my god moments, right? We was about to get into that. The oh my god moments about the horror part, baby. When that boy went up that goddamn wall, when he jumped off that bed, the little boy and went up that wall, I said, oh, I said, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? And then that,
That was a what the F moment for me. Yeah.
And you know that was like of all the parts of the movie that's based on the true story. That part is actually the truth.
Yeah.
The social worker saw the boy climb up the doggone wall backwards.
That was absolutely crazy, right? And see, my next one was when Ebony had to tap into the whole power of the Lord, right? That was such a moving. That was such a moving part for me, because when they start doing that deliverance and start casting out them demons, and baby, that woman wasn't strong enough. The mama had to step in that thing, right? And when she stepped in, she had to tap into all of the strength of the Lord in her body. You know what I'm saying? If she never had faith before, she had to get that faith. You know what I'm saying? And she had to tap into it. And baby, when she got to calling in and doing, I was like,
talking
oh
in
yeah.
tongues.
You know what I'm
she
saying?
started
Because
talking in tongues, honey.
I saw that when she got to talking in tongues, and mind you, she wasn't even willing to go to church with her mama. Right? But that's when the preacher was saying that you have to be loved. You know what I'm saying? You have to know the love. How can you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know that you are loved, that God loves you. You know, I absolutely loved how they brought that together, and how from the religious aspect of it, I love that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a trip how when she was trying to fight that demon. Right, and that demon had her body twisted and contorted. Hey, Mama Cynthia, and that demon was trying to break her. That demon was trying to take her family, do all that. That woman had to fight, even when the person who came in couldn't fight it. It was all on her shoulders, and she had to do it, and she got it done. Because, baby, when that spirit hit, like even when she first started praying and saying, she was doubtful. She was doubtful, right? But then she started thinking and flashing back and thinking about her children, thinking about her mama. And baby, she just started putting it all together. The fact that I do love, my mama did love me. I do love my mama. My children do, you know what I'm saying? And all that. And like you said, when she started speaking in them tongues, that was a wrap.
She wasn't flashing back.
No, she was dying. She was in the mix of, she done died and kind of, you know how they say you in your intermission, your transition. That's where she was. She was seeing her mama talking.
I think she died. That's why they used Lazarus in the beginning. When they was in the church with Tasha K, that was a what they call foreshadowing, because Lazarus rose from the dead. You get to the heavenly gates and everything like that, and you get to come back. You don't get to, have that conversation with God. You gotta cross over to go talk to God, and then come back knowing how to speak in tongues in 5 minutes.
Right,
Wait a
right.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Y'all taking me real fast. Hold on.
Mhm.
Y'all think that she died?
Yes, you could tell. She was talking to her
The
mom.
light
If
was
you see,
flashing before her eyes, not thinking back.
it was
Oh,
flashing and thinking like, "Oh my God, my babies, and they gonna need me. Who gonna be there?" Then her mama was talking
Yep,
at one point,
yep.
saying little stuff, and then that she had to come back because she like, "Who gonna have my babies?" She was her life was flashing like she
yeah,
starting to look at my children like, "Oh my God."
because
Uh,
death was coming and she was at death's door or
Right.
died.
She was in that you know how some people they say in the hospital or whatever, and you know when they intermission and sometime, they thinking they going. Next thing you know, they come back. Cause sometimes
Oh,
they ain't ready. Or not that they ain't ready. Well, they weren't fighting. How about that?
yeah,
They
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
fighting. They was kind of like, okay, have your way, Lord. And then it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. And then they start pushing themselves back because you
Yeah,
Hmm.
kind of in the mix of, I can't speak because I haven't been in that position before. So I want to say maybe she was going.
yeah,
Maybe she
maybe,
wasn't
yeah.
all the
She
way
was at the breach.
dead.
She was at the breach.
She was slipping slowly,
But I got
going.
chills. I got chills when that Holy Ghost hit her. Cause that's how I called it in my mind, right? When the power of God got
Mhm.
into her and that and she got to tapping into that, and baby, she started speaking them tongues and she started casting it out. I loved it. I loved it. I almost started shouting up in here. Do you hear me? I was
Yes, I
I
love
said,
that part. That
I
part
was
was
going
great.
pretty much, pretty
That
much.
yes, you better get up, girl.
I was like cheering her on. Like you know what I'm saying?
And
It
you
just
know what also saved her too? That she
Mhm.
didn't see that social worker Monique getting her ass whooped. Okay, that's what saved her because that would have put fear. Watching how that devil was
oh yeah, yeah,
tossing,
yeah, 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 yeah,
tossing
yeah, yeah.
and whipping, that preacher like
Officer,
that.
yeah.
Not Monique. Sorry, I ain't
I
mean
know what you
The
mean.
Monique.
evangelist, right?
The evangelist, the preacher.
Yeah.
That saved her not watching her getting tossed in. Oh, cause she was dragged. I mean, she was lighting her up. I said, Jesus. I said,
Yep.
"Woo!" So good thing she ain't see that, cause that would have definitely, I
Scared
would
her.
that would have really, really
But see,
scared
she
her.
thought, but see, she thought that was the, she thought the son did it, right? Because remember, after that happened with the evangelist and she died, she said, "What did you do to the boy?" Because the boy came downstairs. Remember?
Yeah, it was the boy, but in the mother, looking like the mother, pretending to be the mother.
Right, she was pretending to be her mother. No, only time she thought the son did, she remember, she thought maybe the son killed the mother.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
She
yeah, yeah.
thought the son killed the mama, remember? Cause
Yeah, that's right.
she
That's
was
right.
like, what did you do? And he's sitting there like, child,
But see,
that's some scary stuff,
when that
child.
boy was trying to drown that damn his brother, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he
And
got
then
up and looked at her.
yeah, and both of them was looking at each other. And the mama, they knew then because see, that's one thing about Glenn Close
Mhm.
character. Glenn Close went to that church and was trying to get help from that preacher, right? But the preacher, because
Uh-huh.
it's mainly now it goes to one of my talking points, right? One of my talking points for you guys is: do y'all believe in demonic possession? And if so, well, first that's one thing. Do y'all believe in demonic possession?
I don't really. I
Not too
really
much.
don't. Not too much.
Okay,
Uh,
I kind of do, but only because of the fact that I didn't, like watching different stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I do believe, and y'all know that in the cat. What made me kind of believe it too is because like with the cat, with Catholicism and stuff like that, they
Mhm.
literally believe in that, and they really do have people going around doing exorcisms.
Right, but we also do deliverances, and I agree with
We call it laying hands,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I agree with what's his name, Pastor Wilson, when he was saying it didn't like you wanted to call it a deliverance, but you was doing a lot of Catholic stuff. You pouring where the holy water come in at. You ain't laid not near one hand. That's why You know.
I didn't watch anybody else review.
Oh, I didn't see anybody else
I said I
review.
would watch them after my own
Mhm,
because I
mhm.
like to kind of just, I don't like to watch
Yeah.
nobody reviews because people just have such different thoughts,
Yeah,
and
and then it
sometimes
comes
it
with
make me not
feelings
want
and
to watch
stuff.
the movie if we
Yeah.
really put too much on it. Okay, so y'all don't believe in that, so then therefore,
Do
if
I
y'all
believe
don't,
in demons and spirits and all that stuff? Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Do I believe that people are heavily influenced by evil? Yes.
Yes,
You
yes, I
know.
believe in that. Let me say this. I'm a go and say it like this. I think I'm gonna say I think I a little bit do, but I think I shuns it out so because they say, things come how they say things come true or you welcome in such
Demonic
evil when
activity.
you start really, really, welcoming saying, yes, I believe it. I think I do believe there is, just like there is God, you know,
mm-hmm,
there is also the devil, and I believe he can work through us.
Yeah.
Take over things, and he does. So I do believe in that kind of thing,
right.
especially when you start welcoming different types of uh, um going into that
Hey, Mr.
I'm
William,
looking for the word of it. I'm looking for a word, the word for it. But that demonic spell, like kind of trusting in it, kind of bringing it into
and
your
feeding
household
into it,
and
feeding
feeding
into it.
into it, I think that opens up a door. So I want to say that I somewhat believe I do know there is demonic like spirits
And
and stuff
forces.
and
Yeah.
forces, but I don't really I think that's my way of blocking it out and protecting myself of
Johnny
kind
say
of
she think that it's too, and I do too. You know what I'm saying? I do. And when you think, I also said about, okay, you see on my point two right here where it said thoughts on how the child abuse situations, and I said about
Mhm.
the generational curses, right?
Yeah,
Because it was definitely a generational curse being passed along. We talked about that, right? And so
yeah,
at that point in time, that opened the doors up in the alcoholism, right? That
Mhm.
abuse and stuff. All these things was driving like weaknesses and things like that that allow those type of forces in your life, right? Because
yeah,
that's when you start like with Ebony. Ebony had lost faith in God per se, right? She had lost faith in
hmm,
man per se because she kept saying and making inferences about this husband and why the hell he not here with us, why he not, you know what I'm saying? She had
Mhm.
lost faith in a whole lot of different things, and that allows for, like how we were saying, we that allows for something more demonic to jump in, something to come in and make her abuse her children, something to come in and make her abuse herself, right?
and the biggest part was she lost faith in herself. Period. So you
Right.
can't help. How are you gonna have a faith in the things that's moving and going through in your life when you can't eat? You ain't. She lost faith in herself. So that's hard. That's a hard thing to fight. And until you heal thyself, there will be no healing. You know what I mean?
Right. And even though she was going through the motions, she was trying.
She
Right?
was
She
trying.
was trying. She was trying to work. She was taking care of her mama. She trying to take care of her kids, right? She knew she had a drinking problem. She was at different, to me, that it was depicted like she was trying, but then she was failing. Okay, she was trying, but she was failing with her alcoholism, right? You know, Mike Lewis say, I think low vibrational people tend to attract demons and misfortune in their lives, as well as people who are always depressed and are angry a lot. They are vulnerable.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's where you have those vulnerable moments, right? When you
Absolutely.
just in a abyss all by yourself, or you think you all by yourself, right? So therefore, anything can come in, and it's those, it won't come in as it's not bold, right? It's very, what's the word called, insidious, right? So
Right.
it's gonna creep in on you, and you don't even know that it's creeping in on you. You know what I'm saying? Like her hitting her
Right.
kids and shit. Do you think she wanted to hit her kids? Do you think she wanted to do the same thing to her children her mama did to her? She didn't,
No. But the
right?
anger and stuff. Oh, you asked about the woo-ha moments. Let's go back to that kitchen in the moment where the oldest son and she took his money.
Oh, I got that right
Oh,
here. I got this. Go ahead.
Child.
Go into it. Go into it. Go into it.
Woo, child. So that
Abigail.
that moment right there. I, I, first of all, I felt like the daddy was wrong.
I did too.
Okay.
I
First of
did
all,
too.
that's
Go
not how
ahead.
you handle stuff. That is no way you handle stuff because right there you putting a wedge between the children and the mama, but you ran.
So for the audience, so the family, the daddy, he out the picture. They inferred to the fact that they was having some type of marital problems. The daddy was over because she was financially struggling and shit. The children all had conversations with the daddy that she didn't even know about. Come to find out, the
Mhm.
daddy sending money to the teenage son so he can have money to save up and leave the damn mama, but yet the mama sitting there struggling to pay the bills. The mama struggling trying to have the daughter birthday party. So therefore, and then she doing all this stuff on her back, right? All these things that she trying to carry, you know what I'm saying, by herself, and her children looking at her like she broke and can't do nothing right. And here she is, and here he is sending money to the son.
But you didn't get the sense that he was sending the money to her, and she was using it. She was using, and then also hitting them. Look how she acted when he even mentioned the father. He got
Well,
popped.
no, because remember he had her in court. He was trying to take the kids. So
Right.
that he wasn't he left, went overseas or whatever, because he was in the army, whatever, wherever he was doing, army, marines, whatever. So he left and went overseas. But he also was in court trying to take the kids
Right, but I'm
from
saying
her.
right, but you didn't get the sense that at some point he was uh make like giving her the money directly and trying to take care of the kids and trying to talk to the kids with her knowledge, and then it got secretive because of the way that she was acting.
No, because
I
the son said, because I called daddy telling him I want to leave and I want to come with him. And so that's why he's sending me the money so I can save up and move. That's what the son said.
And that's a power play between and bring more division between them kids and stuff. It's like one is the good one and one is the bad one. Now I didn't get the feeling, but see, that's where the part about the script, about the layering, right?
Exactly.
About
Yeah,
the giving the backstories and really, really building on it, right? Because
Right.
at this point, it's like I'm kind of feel like, okay, well, the daddy, obviously he care about the kids because he having conversations with all the children.
yeah,
Okay, but at the same time, he doing things to make it a struggle for them to respect their mama.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because how you gonna be sending this money to this boy and he don't even know? She don't even know.
Because I don't know, it was a couple of things that was said that made me think that when the kids mention the father, they get beat on. Because the thing about it is, even though the bruises that was on the kids was because of the demons, right?
No, I felt like the bruises was all indicative of the child abuse. The only thing was they wasn't showing it.
Well,
Yes,
you know what?
yes.
Then if that's the case, I thought that part too, but I wasn't sure because of the writing. So
Yeah,
so now we're all in agreement that she beats the kids, and because of what they did show us, she beats the kids whenever uh because of, like however they deal with their father, whatever. So then he started dealing with them in secret.
or or because she gets so drunk, the kids is tending to themselves. She don't know what's really going on with them
Right.
kids. So it lets you open, was she abusing or the kid? Because as you can see, like the little boy, he had them lumps and shit on his head because he was banging his head on the doggone
Well,
on the wall. Then like how the little boy got picked on, because you forget she did go to jail as they
you do see this
introduced
point
that.
right here on my notes. It say, okay, I didn't like that point either, right? How they depicted that. So you mean to tell me this teenage boy, he ain't got enough nuts by himself to defend himself when he walking home from school, right? And his mama got to go down there and lay that boy out, right? That was one of them, oh my God moments, right? Did she talk about it? Call your mama, I beat that bitch. What she say? She
Yes.
said, I'll drop that bitch too. That shit was funny. But what that was funny. But
I
what
loved it, girl.
I didn't appreciate the fact that this boy gonna walk past them boys, get hit by a rock and shit, don't say nothing, right? But the minute his mama tell him something, he want to jump and act bad at his mama. I hated that.
Exactly.
I
That's what
hated
that
that.
Oh,
was
you
in
know what?
that
That's
kitchen.
true.
That pissed me off. First of all, then the mama jumped on her for defending, talking about you done embarrassed that boy. um you gonna go right back to jail, which is true. I mean, putting your head, but you know what? I've been there. I've been in the situation. You thinking about your kids minding their business, and your baby, and then you got this mofo come up
Bully.
and
Yeah.
bullying your child. And at
Hmm.
first, I'm sorry, I've been there before.
Well, you
So
just
Hmm.
I'm not
snapped.
gonna act like, and I snapped. And I was sitting there, go get your mama. I sure did.
Baby, she
I
told us
snapped.
that, and she dropped that
And
boy,
yeah,
okay? And then
because
she
it
told me,
was
I dropped
like,
that bitch. Call your mama, I dropped that bitch too. I said,
Right.
and it
ooh.
was wrong. It was, I'm not
And
even
I believe
saying, I think back, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that's somebody else's child. But to see this little boy put and watch and see his handprints across my baby face,
it. Hmm.
child, I
But
lost
but
it.
but but why he didn't have no, here he go
Right,
want to jump at his mama and shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And jump on her. Where was them nuts and where was all that
But
wanted, all
I
that
think,
Johnny
like,
be bad? But that's the lack of respecting his mama though.
but that's when the demons had started to take over. When he walked past the boy, he was still his old self. Remember the one that she said, "Oh, I can't believe I raised someone so I can't
Sweet,
believe
yes, the
so
son.
proud of me," right? And then
Hmm.
soon after that, that's when the maybe the maybe removing the cat or something, the thing didn't have nothing to live in no more, whatever. But after that, that's when he started to act crazy. You started to see the kids change.
Oh yeah, okay. Because Mr. Williams said we forgetting when he said we, he talk about me.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting that the evil was taking over the family. But that goes with the layering of how they structured that movie. They left a
It
lot.
does.
They left a lot to interpretation. They left a lot in emphasis and just suggestive. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
the one thing was okay when they were trying to say about when they was building the little part about the child abuse, right? When I was like, wait a minute. Remember when in that bedroom the night of the birthday party and everything,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
and, and the kids was all in the corner and the mama walked in talking about what did you do, and the kids talking about she threw us against the wall. I was like, ain't no way
Lying.
in the hell she gonna throw three goddamn kids against no
Right.
damn wall at the same damn time. So that's when I think that's when it really started
Oh,
possessing
the
her.
demon there. That's when he really was getting in the rest of the family. That by then he was working all them kids, okay? Cause
But
remember that's when the mother started hearing all of now she was hearing what the daughter was hearing.
yeah, and
Cause
see when she was going through that part when she was getting in touch and casting out that demon and stuff, the mama Ebony, you saw how like that boy that how that girl raised up in that bed, and baby when that teenage boy Nate when he got the ripping at his
ooh yes,
flesh and
child.
everything. Now that was really good, but it all reminded me so much of like The
The
Exorcist,
exorcist. Yes.
Mhm.
but hey, that's okay. We needed a black exorcism movie, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I
I
like
agree.
the fact that they did it through the casting out, even though like to your point, T, they didn't really do it in a way that. But how many times do we see black casting outs depicted?
Listen, if we did a black casting out, that thing would have been done. It would it'd have been wrapped up in a bow. They'd have
But
came.
it would have had a bunch of women up in there
They
praying and
would have
speaking
had a
in
bunch of
tongues.
women up in there with some olive oil. They'd have laid some hands. They would have said a couple of words, and that would have been it. It would have been no twisting, no turning, no levitation, no snatching. The movie would have been over. It wouldn't have been nothing to talk about.
you
And
know.
and and I now I get it because like I said, I think they tried to make up for the best of that they movie, like the black family go move in this white out
I didn't see
town.
it. So hold on, no spoilers.
No, I'm not, but I'm
Wait
just
a minute.
saying
What you didn't
you
see?
ain't see they.
No.
Oh, we.
Okay, so you
I
gotta
thought.
watch
But
that.
Gio, didn't we watch it? Wasn't you at the watching party?
No,
No.
I didn't. I wasn't at the watching
Oh,
party.
we
I was.
watched that, baby. And when we watched that, they kept talking about, oh, do the next one. We didn't. We meant to watch like 2 episodes, and baby, we watched like four, five.
I'll
You
watch it.
Yeah,
know,
I'll watch it
yeah.
after this. I'll watch
but
it.
yeah, please watch it because I feel like they took that. They took the Exorcist and just did a spin, and I feel like to put more like I don't know what they was trying to do. I'm still lost on the writer, how they put that together because they left out so many things, and
But
I
it wasn't
think
a big budget movie,
Right.
it
so
wasn't.
Such a movie. I don't know if Glenn Close and Omar Epps was getting paid by the hour because they could have like no, seriously, because they could have told so much more of the story with different scenes. Like we could have learned a lot when she went out to dinner. Like 1 minute you in you in dialysis with or
Right.
chemo with Omar. Next thing you know, y'all lovey dovey.
the
And he's
next thing you know,
singing at the party. He's
how
singing.
the hell he's singing at the party? And she just got his phone number.
Child, Lord, it was just too. That's why I was telling you. I think it was a money thing.
But
Like I feel like they couldn't. Like they already was star studded already. So how much can you? Who else you gonna put? Because Glenn, I'm not saying she cheat, but I'm
she's
just
not
saying
cheap.
I just feel like it was like a low, like you said, a low budget. And they tried to grasp a little bit and do a black spin off of Exorcist. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I think they tried to take. How they tried to trick your mind. How they do a lot of Rio do overs. Because I think they would have got a lot of backlash, like how they be trying to redo our movies
They
and
redoing
stuff
all the
like that.
movies.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But I'm thinking redoing it. I think it was safer to put Glenn in there so that it wouldn't cause a whole lot of whoopla. Because you could tell this is like Exorcist.
Well, Mr.
Mhm.
Williams, look now, see, Mr. Williams got a different spin. Mr. Williams say the mama was an old, long time lover of Epps. But that can't be true though, Mr. Williams, because he didn't even have her phone number.
Yeah.
Hey, Tweety. And baby, when Glenn Close was
Hey, everybody.
when she was laid up in there, I thought it was dialysis, but when she was up in there getting that damn chemo treatment, baby, and she was had a little bra showing and
Yeah.
shit. I say, now look at this slut.
Right.
You see the two ladies over there like, they
Right.
over there. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She need to be
Right.
ashamed of us.
But see, yet again, I got offended. My senses are I'm easily offended sometimes because I didn't appreciate the fact that they had the one male character in that role and he chasing after the old white sick woman. Right? I just was like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Y'all. And
Mhm.
then what about the fact? Okay, let's address this, okay? Lee Daniels in this movie, it seemed like he tried to put in one token everything, right? One token white woman, one token black man chasing a white woman, one token transsexual, right? Because guess what? How much was what's the name of that transsexual? The
Miss
beautician,
Lawrence.
Miss Lawrence. How necessary was that character?
Wait,
And that's the
who?
thing. I think that having that character would have been good. We could have learned a lot about what's her name,
Wait, who? Back up a little bit. Which one is this?
Miss Lawrence, the gay friend that came over. He was like, "Girl, you done told
Oh,
your ass." Now, had they had a scene to where after, well, you know how like after the party, everybody leave and you with your best friend and y'all talking and everything like that. We could have
Yeah.
learned a lot about. We could have got some backstory with just
yes.
a conversation with them two. You could have showed a little bit of the party. We didn't. It didn't have to be that long. Omar Epps did not have to sing the whole time he was singing. We
For
could have had a
real.
conversation. You know what I'm saying? If trying to figure out time and stuff, like y'all cut out a lot of stuff. And we just sitting there making it up.
Yeah, because that was blank after that. Because I was like, what she mean? What's going on? Yeah, it was kind of like Oh, girl, you still doing the same thing. You better take your butt to work, or all
And
of
what
this.
she say, Miss Lauren say with your stanky coochie ass.
Right. Right.
I say, Lord have mercy. This movie here. So let
Child.
me. So okay, I brought this up before both of y'all came up, right? So do y'all think that Ebony was on a low prostitute when she came up that street that night walking? What y'all think? I was thinking that she was kind of hustling, selling a little coochie on the side.
Well, we can say anything because they didn't write the movie well. Yeah, of course. Yes, she was. That's how she got the iPhone. Fuck it. Like,
Right.
Okay, I kind of thought
It
that.
left it open. I can't. I would have to watch it again to kind of. I don't know, cause I don't know. They just. I don't know.
Because
The writing was it just sucked.
and it
It
was like
kind of make you.
two murders in 3 days. And ain't nobody investigating. Ain't nobody arrested. Ain't no like.
It was just too much, child. I'm like, okay, and in the parts how they threw it together, at some point them kids would have been taken. First of all, she wouldn't have been able to even
Exactly.
get them kids after school, okay? If they went to a hospital and they seen
And
them
how do you walk up
bruises,
into a psychiatric hospital
right?
ward?
girl, why didn't nurse say I'm not going back up in there?
She sure did. I said, I'm with you, girl. I was saying you damn right. I'm
Wait,
with you,
wait.
girl.
That's why the nurse saw that. They didn't show it, but the nurse probably saw Ebony wheel that boy out there and said, "Good riddance.
Ain't
Thank the
say
Lord. Take
nothing,
his
right?
ass out of here."
She ain't said a damn word. You hear me? That nurse said, I ain't going back in there. That doctor said,
Hey,
you
what?
ain't what? She said, I'm not going back.
I'm not go back in there. But that's what happened.
Oh,
In real
child.
in the true story,
Oh, let me drop that.
in
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
true story, the nurses, the and the social worker saw the boy do some kind of weird shit up the wall. They was all reporting it like, yo, that's how she got her kids back because
Yeah, yeah.
in real life, that's how she got her kids back because all the people was testifying like, no, that boy went up the wall backwards. Humans can't do that. Doctors, nurses, and social workers.
Yeah, when Monique was in that room
I ain't talking
and
about
he up
Monique.
there
I'm talking about real people
talk
in
about some,
Carolina. You
talk
understand?
about some, what she said? He was like, I'll tell you if you strap me. And he popped them straps off.
Monique say, "No, it don't work that way, baby."
She said it don't work that way, and he laughed at her and popped out of them cuffs. Child took laugh like I ain't need your help anyway.
So I'm gonna drop these links, okay? So the links is for what y'all see on the screen, and these videos are available about the true story, the backstory on YouTube. Okay, so let me I'm gonna go ahead and drop that for you guys. For you guys to go in and be able to watch more of it yourself. Let me
See, I
see.
didn't know they had the true story on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That the nurses and the social worker in real life, I'm not talking about the movie, in real life saw that boy walk up the wall backwards, and that's how she was able to get her kids back. Because the cops, everybody was like, "Nah, there's some shit going on there." Yeah, they was in court like, "Yeah,
Mm.
nah."
And see, they tore down the house, but they still was saying stuff still was happening. They got to. I'm gonna show y'all the picture of the house.
Yeah, I did see that. They did say that at the end, when it's going off. I
Mhm.
did read all of that they said still weird stuff is still going on. All
And
right,
But
even though they tore the house down.
yeah, they bulldozed the house.
Mm.
so here go the other one, second link. So it was a lot to talk about. We didn't talk about for an hour and 33 minutes. So guess what? The movie was the
It
movie
was good.
was worth to watch and worth the discussion.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
Mr. Williams said he watched it twice. Now, see, I'm not into. You can't get me to watch no movie twice. Period. You know what I'm saying? I think the only movies that I ever watched over and over was a long time ago when they was making good movies, like Color Purple. I might have seen that 100 times.
Mhm.
Imitation Life, I might have seen that 100 times. But these
Mhm.
type of movies, oh nah, I don't watch these type of movies. You know what I'm saying?
If I had a friend over and they wanted to watch it and I ain't watch it, I could watch it again. But yeah, it's not one of it's not like the classics that I watch. You know, I could watch
Yeah.
some stuff every year. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Eddie
I can't
Murphy said
watch.
Amityville would have been a 5-minute movie for black people. What? I would have quite honestly got the hell out that house as soon as I seen. I mean, but how? But the reality of it is, if you already struggling and shit, how you gonna just pick up and move? You get what I'm saying?
And
So
you
that's the
didn't
reality.
really know. But the reality is, if you never been through nothing like that and you never heard about anything like that, you really wouldn't be paying attention till stuff started getting crazy. Now you know you wasn't bugging out when you was hearing stuff and all
Mhm.
that.
She
So
wouldn't have known what was happening except for the fact that evangelist came in to tell her what happened.
no, remember she told the she start when she was sitting on the couch trying to tell Monique like, why don't you believe me? She remember before they even took the kids, right?
Right, right.
Remember
Mhm.
But
she kept saying, she told her, she said something going on in here. I think something in this house. That's before the preacher. Because remember, they didn't know who
Right.
that lady was. They thought that she was with the social worker.
yeah, right,
They
Right.
right, right,
thought
right,
that,
right.
so she kept telling her, she's like, no, it's something evil in this house. My kids, that's not my kids. They acting funny. Remember, she kept saying, you
Yeah,
can't
she did
see
say
them.
that.
You can't.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't trying to hear that. I want to see
Uh-huh.
them kids. Let me go. You know, Monique kept saying, look, I'm tired of this bullshit. You gonna let me go upstairs to see the kids. That's when the grandma came with that bat.
Girl, like that's gonna really tell a
Right.
CPS
My
worker, right?
sister, right, all of that right there, her kids would have been going so fast, she wouldn't. It would have made her head spin, just like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Ain't no way in the world that we weren't able to find you
Right.
because you moving and you did not inform the agency. Then I come
Period.
in there and your kids got bruises on it. You let it slide. You come back. You got to see the kids, right? Somebody comes down, threatens you with a bat, and you don't call the police and have
But
them.
you know what? We acting like real naive right now, right? And I say we, I'm gonna just group y'all with me
Uh-huh.
because and I have to go ahead and correct myself because I know for a fact that we see these stories on the news about these welfare caseworkers and how they just take any excuse from the parents and don't see the kids and how they just do them bullshitted ass visits. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we find out the child been locked in the god doggone cabinet and ain't been eaten and have been
Right.
tested. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that do happen.
It do happen.
And I'm acting like I ain't never heard of such
It do
lackadaisical
happen.
caseworking
It do.
when it
You're
does.
right. But see what stamped it for me though, Demetri. Remember, they said she was in jail. So that's really why the mama is really with them anyway, to avoid from them taking them kids
Yeah,
because
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
jail. So that's why I said that
She was
wouldn't
in the
work.
jail and she was abusing them.
And right, so that's why we was basically saying that stuff would have moved real quickly because there's already case
But no,
like that.
there are cases, like Demetria said, there are
But
cases
there are.
where sheriffs and stuff knew was called up to the house and everything. But the thing about it is sheriffs was called up to the house. Like that's an
That's true.
easy, like you know what, it does happen, but it's still kind of like,
It's just unbelievable to us when we see it,
yeah,
right? To
yeah.
Yeah.
to to the to the, just a layperson, it's just unbelievable. And so that I just really liked the movie, and it did have me thinking about a lot of different things, family, especially like with the family, the brokenness that touched me the most. The power of God touched me, and in some instances, like even being a recovering alcoholic, the fact that she was struggling with her alcoholism and how it was affecting her children, for me personally, that kind of, touched my heart and everything. It just, I like the movie. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
really. When I think about it, will I think about this movie or carry some of the movie away with me? Yes.
Yep.
Same
Mhm.
here. There was some real parts that just make you think. You know what I'm saying about things
Yeah.
that going on around you, or may going on in somebody else's life, and really thinking about faith. So it was really touching. It was a lot of stories that you thinking like, dang, how would I handle certain things? So I think I'll give this was a great watch. I didn't waste my, like you said, Demetra, I don't feel like I wasted my time, and like, oh, it pissed me off. I wouldn't want to watch. But to watch it over and over again, I probably could watch it again. Just because we're talking and certain things you stated, like I thought that was the husband. I mean,
So
I
let
thought
me
that was the son.
let
I
me
thought
ask
that was
y'all.
the son, and then yeah.
Y'all know how I posted that on members. Y'all know I posted the link to the app where I watch all my movies for free and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been watching that app forever. Now, mind you, they be having like the ones that's brand new and it'll say cam, meaning that it's not just, so sometimes those not a good copy till for a couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my question is for y'all. If y'all watched it on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was it filmed as far as like it was like dark around the edges?
Mm-mm.
I
Not for
ain't
me.
Almost.
no, I didn't see that.
Okay, so that was
But I must say, it wasn't the brightest movie either. I think it
Right.
kind of
did it look like sometimes like it was filmed like as though a third person was looking in at the family? Not from their point of view, but the
Like
way
a
it was
vignette?
filmed.
No, I don't. The feel, yeah. Because whatever that wasn't like 4K and no shit like that. Whatever he filmed it.
no, it wasn't a high quality filming of the movie, but I didn't see like, yeah, no, I didn't see
Okay,
like the
so
edges or nothing like that. Yeah.
because that app, Sweetie said she downloaded that app. Somebody else, another little lady, shared that app on their wall. Like it was one of my chills. Either chill out or you gotta chill. One of my chills had posted that like a year or so ago, and I was so glad when they posted it because, quite honestly, that app I watch all the movies. You know what I'm saying, and all the shows because nowadays of streaming everything on the goddamn streaming services, right?
Right.
And
Mm.
I'm not finna pay for 10, 15 streaming services.
So
You
where
know,
did you download it, on your TV so I
I
could
download
download?
I downloaded it on my phone and I liked it so much. You don't have to pay nothing, it's for free. And you can watch the movies like on your PC and stuff for free. But I like it so much and we use it so much. Me and my honey watch movies a lot, right? So I
Okay.
pay like the extra $4.99 a month and it's worth it to me to cast it on my TV. Right, but you can also just have it on your PC or your phone, you know what I'm saying, and you don't have to pay anything. But we use it like when he come over here, that's what we do. We watch movies, right?
Hmm.
So it's just worth it to me. Then I
Okay,
can,
so it's something like this, like my Fire Stick, where
uh
you have those little, the jailbreak stuff.
the jailbreaks and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly,
okay, okay.
exactly. And that way I can go on
Gotcha.
there and I can watch everything. Like I watch, we binging right now. We binging Mayor of Kingston, and Mayor of Kingston is showing on Paramount. So what's
Oh, you
another
can get
movie?
Paramount because there's a couple of things I want to watch on Paramount. Okay.
But see, the I don't pay for Paramount, so I'll just see like a couple of things, the advertisement for it, and then I go look
Mhm.
at it on the app. you
That's what
know,
Okay.
I'm gonna do in after the sometime this
yeah.
weekend. Check out some of those shows I want to look for. You put the
Oh, so I'm gonna download it on my TV then.
it's
Yeah,
Shoot.
on your
and
community
I
board.
didn't even think about downloading it on my Fire Stick, but my Fire Stick not jailbroken, no. So
Okay.
I
But
don't
I
know.
mean, but my TV is a smart TV, so I should be able to just click that link you posted and it should download there. I hope.
Well, I'm gonna try it too, but just since
I'm
you
gonna
brought it
try.
up, now I seen on. Let me tell y'all, I seen on YouTube, right? I've been seeing it's on Prime, Amazon. And I stopped paying for my Prime, but I'm gonna get my Prime back, right?
Wait, what's on Prime?
I think no. What's on Prime?
Yeah, what's on Prime? Because I got Prime Amazon
But the
too.
app is on your community boards, Amitra.
It's on the
Yeah,
members,
on
but
the
I
members.
could drop it
Okay.
again on the main one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll drop it. I'll drop it.
Yeah.
What I was gonna tell y'all. Okay, so on YouTube, I've been seeing this commercial for a movie with Forrest Whitaker, right? And I normally like stuff that he in, right? and it's called The Emperor of something. Have y'all seen that advertisement?
No.
Me
Okay,
neither.
I'm gonna share it with you guys and see if y'all interested in watching it, so we can do another review, or y'all can tell me.
I'm
Because
not.
I enjoyed this.
Well, I almost forgot what we talked about. I gotta
Did you?
yeah.
Don't forget, we supposed to be doing a review on a show that's on Amazon. And what else is it on?
Netflix.
What's the
Netflix.
name of it?
First Wives Club.
First Wives Club. Oh, she said what was good was Mayor of Kingston. This show
Oh
was
man,
good.
let me write this down. Mayor of Kingston.
Yeah, it's got 3 seasons. Me and my honey watch. That's what we're gonna be watching tonight.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean,
Mayor.
it's good to me. It's good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it
Did
out.
anyone see that?
Wait, so where is it on Netflix? No. So that means I gotta download that app then to watch this.
Yeah, and y'all know when I started watching, and people kept telling me to watch it. Somebody in my life had told me to watch it. I never watched it, but I just binged it. The Boys from Amazon, baby, that shit is crazy.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that one down too. The Boys.
But y'all know with the superheroes,
The
I
super.
don't know.
let me
I
tell
do.
y'all, I did not want to watch that shit because I'm not into that shit, right?
I'm
But
into
it
that.
is so freaking. It is good. It's funny. It's not the normal superhero. It will trip you out.
Okay.
I
It's
wrote
worth
that one
watching.
down.
And
That's
I
my
wouldn't.
show. Look, Sweetie said that's her show.
It is crazy, Tweety. Remember when that little midget, that little superhero that can turn into a little bitty tiny thing? He gonna go inside that man penis.
Oh
Oh
shit.
God, listen. Yes, I like Marvel. I like those type of shows, like the Marvel and all of that. I watch all
Mhm.
those. My daughter got me into watching them. I was like, what? And she got me hooked. She don't even watch them no more. I be all in here. You saw the new season? She like, no, mom. You
I
really
moved past that.
I was like, yeah, now you got me watching all this superhero stuff. I be in there like, yeah, don't let me pull out my automatic power puncher. Like, look, let me stop.
The Boys is fucking crazy, and I just started watching on Hulu. Now Hulu is one of the ones I still pay for. I love Hulu, and I just started watching what's that black lawyer show what is it called? And it's the black woman, Jink, whatever her name is. I'll tell y'all. So we can just share it with each other different things. And I want to do this again. I'm gonna come catch y'all with y'all review. So what y'all said, the First Wives Club, right? What is that, reality?
No, it's Jill Scott. Who else is in it? You know her when you know her when you see her. This other comedian, this light skinned curly hair comedian lady.
So it's a movie.
No,
No,
it's
it's a
a TV
series.
show.
It's
And
a,
okay, so when y'all gonna do y'all review?
I just remembered that
I'm waiting on T.
I just
You
remembered
waiting for T.
I was today years old when I remembered that I was
I'm
supposed
supposed to do it on Sundays at 7
Sundays at
p.m.
7. But
Oh, y'all gonna do like one episode at a time?
Two,
two,
maybe two, because it's like how many seasons is it? Three or four?
three seasons.
Three, and then I think four is coming out too
I don't
soon.
know
I think.
no.
Shannon, okay, Tweety say watch Queenie. Now I seen Queenie on
Oh,
Hulu.
I like Queenie.
It's on my watch list. And Shannon say, did y'all
Wait a
watch
minute,
The
Queenie.
Voice in Black? Did y'all watch The Voice in Black?
No, I did not.
No.
I heard
I
people
don't watch too many black movies.
I heard
Oh
people
Lord,
talking
here
about it.
she
I love
go
a
again
black
with
movie.
these. She don't watch black.
Oh, you heard me say that before, huh?
I sure have.
But guess what? I kind of take them too much to heart, right? Like last night,
Okay.
I watched like last night. You know, I just don't watch a lot of black movies, so it was like a miracle for me to watch that movie yesterday, right? And then like it just I take it more personal. Like I got so offended when they was cussing at each other and shit. I got so offended. I was like, that is not real. But then Jill say that does happen. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
So
it does.
Who cussing where with who?
you remember
I've seen.
how Ebony was talking to her mama, bitch, fuck you, and
Oh, please. I didn't bat an eye. If I go outside right now, I'm gonna hear somebody calling they
Yep,
daughter a
I've
bitch.
seen
oh,
it.
I do not know nothing about that. I guess I'm sheltered in that way where you always respect your. I am 47 and I do not cuss. Just like I'm not even talking about
Yeah,
cussing out
but
nobody.
you've never heard. I mean, it always appalls me. I'm always
Hmm.
flabbergasted, but I've heard it.
I don't be. I know. I might have heard. I don't even think. I don't hang around people that do that type of shit. I just don't think. I have not
Well,
just
maybe you
been.
know what, Jill, that we do have a common denominator here, don't we?
Yeah, well, you know what, Demetrius?
It could
So
be. It could be
if
you.
you are not socialized, so let me say this: growing up, and it depends on where you grew up to.
And y'all
You
know I'm
know,
down south. We don't do all that shit like
so
that.
where we grew up and growing up, there's a strugglers, and especially you talking about when when crack was like the beginning of the epic
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and people and things, and so you got a lot of, like, I knew I have friends who been on their own since 13, yo. They are mm, beautiful and strong and successful today. But
CEO.
yeah, I've been, so you see those things because I mean it depends on, the demographics where you are.
But the thing
Um
about it
and
is, I'm sorry, with New York, it's a block by block. It goes block by block. You could be on one block and it is the most loving, quiet
yeah,
street, whatever, whatever.
yeah,
You go to the next corner and it's hell.
yeah,
And they
yeah.
probably, I'm not saying in Houston they don't have families like that. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm just gonna say I'm just not accustomed. And it's just like for real, for real. I don't even cuss, like use words like shit, damn, and just say, oh fuck. I do not do that around my elders. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And then I'll be aghast if my children just ever felt that comfortable to cuss in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not even talking about cussing to me or at me, but just don't get too ever comfortable. I just, oh no, 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 no.
I don't
And
cuss.
did my mom know? Did my mom know I was um subjected to that? No. She didn't know. Like, she just
Mhm.
knew that it was like, okay, you got your friends and they're outside or whatever, and then, outside of things. And no, I wasn't supposed to go up the block like T was just trying to explain the surroundings. Was I supposed to be up the block and around the corner? No. Of
No.
course, my tail snap off, and then your friend is kind of like one. Oh, just wait right here, just wait right here. Don't want you to go, you know, in the house because they know what's going on. And then after knowing they struggle, or you may have bumped into something and seen some stuff, and you like, oh my god.
Well,
So
that's just
they're
like
kind of like
when I was
it.
running the streets and I saw girls that had been prostituting since they was like 13 or 14. You know what I'm saying? And that
Mhm.
was absolutely something I was like, what? Like I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't everything was I just couldn't believe like a lot of things. I hadn't been exposed to a lot of things.
But
And
I
so,
Right?
don't.
it happens like that though. So you don't know somebody's story until y'all get close and bond, and then she start telling you the things. And because
Right.
then when you start seeing those relationships, you like, why are you talking to her like that? What is wrong? My mother would kill me.
Now I
Like,
think
are you
it's
crazy? And then
more.
you know what's going on. So then I never questioned it because I'm thinking, who am I to ask her why? Look, I know what happened. I know their story. When she got the chance to get away, she got away and far away. And then it's kind of like, you don't want to separate because that's still your mom. But in the sense, it's kind of like,
It's no respect.
it's kind of like, let's say this, like, if you know the story and you know how she was treated, I still feel like, yes, we are parents, yes, our children should be, but we need to respect our children as well.
Baby,
You
my
Definitely.
know,
friend Shanny in the chat dropping all the black movies because my friend she watches all the black movies and trust when she be telling me about I'm saying I be telling her all the time, girl, you know I don't watch black movies. Now I'm gonna watch that Samuel L. Jackson, that one that they got from on Peacock. The one with Samuel Jackson, Taraji P. Henson, Kevin Hart, and it's a mini series.
What?
Mm.
Uh-huh. And it looks like it's gonna be good. And the only reason I know about it because I watched the Olympics real hard, right?
What
And
is the
so
name?
I'll put it on my wall. I can't remember, but I'll put it on my wall.
Okay.
It hasn't come out. It's coming out like maybe next week.
She said, "Watch forever." Lord have mercy. She dropping all the movies, and look, I'm over
Oh,
here writing them down,
that's
child.
one of her movies that she was putting down there and asked her a question. Shit, where was it?
she
Oh,
said she said, watch, I thought my husband was
oh,
dead.
wait a minute. When you said okay, Tweety, is Tweety still here?
Tweety was in
Queenie, I
here.
know you're not talking about Queenie with freaking Halle Berry.
No, they got a new Queenie on Hulu.
Okay, because that Queenie with Halle Berry, you want to get me upset?
No, it's a on Hulu. You know,
Halle
it's on
Berry
Hulu.
irritates
Oh,
me.
so maybe I ain't watched that one.
I haven't watched it yet either, but it's on my watch list. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but I'm kind of slow to the black movies.
Did y'all did Pretty Eye Shaney say what was on prime time?
No, she was. I think she
I
was
mean
saying.
on Amazon Prime.
I think she was saying Mayor of Kingston. Now, Mayor of Kingston is not black. It's a white movie, a white show. But baby, it's just like it's real. It's good to me. It's good
But
to
that's
me.
the one with Forrest Whitaker, though, right?
No, that's called the Emperor of something. That's on. I've been
I
seeing
can't
that.
keep track of all the kings and the emperors and the
Yeah.
Child,
So what I
yeah,
do is
child.
I'll post my little. I'll start hitting them on my wall. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The ones that
Oh,
I
the
was talking
Union
about.
was good. The Union was good. Yes.
And I ain't watched
I
that.
just watched that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So we got the wives to review. So don't forget T.
Okay, but you know what?
Um,
I got space to once I film, I my brain frees up a little bit. It's a lot. I
okay,
gotta do a lot of prepping. So I just came back, so I'm gonna do it.
okay,
I was watching Ozark, but I stopped. But I'm gonna be looking for y'all review, and I'm gonna watch it just so I can know what y'all talking about, and I can
yes,
see in the
Okay.
all dark
comments.
is good. All
Okay.
dark is good too.
So
Okay,
I
well,
want to
thank
thank you all, Lit Lane, for coming through and sharing this discussion with us. I definitely want to thank Jill's Comfort Zone for coming up. I want to thank you, T, for jumping up here. I want to thank everybody for participating, talking about the deliverance. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely it's a thumbs up as far as from everybody so far that it's worth the watch. It's
okay,
definitely worth the watch, and it
it
has
is.
some good points and some good thinking. It's good for thought. You
Mhm.
know.
It is. It is. Thank you so much for
Oh,
having me,
yeah, thank
Demetra.
you.
Oh, let me drop your. I have your link. Hold on. You know,
All right.
I
Oh,
have
did
you.
I share it? I think I did, but I'm gonna share it again so it could just keep going to the top of my
Okay, here's
What?
Jill's link. Now
that
this is Jill's comfort zone link. She's having her second annual fall time harvest, not harvest, but fall poetry contest. I'm gonna repost it on my wall. Thank you, Mr. William. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
repost it, but that's the link to her channel. I will be in the contest. Um T Lounge, she will be
Yes.
in the contest. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see I'm pretty sure it's a tight competition. I hope they got some new
this is
blood,
gonna be
but
ridiculous.
I have a feeling that a lot of the old blood is still coming through that thing. I know Indigo gonna be there. I got a feeling Purple Diva
Right,
gonna
and
be
then
up
the
in
other
there.
thing is everybody knows how everybody gets down now, so everybody's gonna be coming with it. So you can't.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that this one is gonna be
You
off
gotta
the.
bring your A game. If you sign up, I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be a stiff competition.
Yes,
These ladies come back. I mean, I've done two so far,
and it's been
and
excellent.
it's been excellent, and they come back stronger and stronger. So,
And now we all like T Lounge
woo,
say, now that we know who gonna get in it, right? We know already the for shows that's gonna be in it, and the for shows if they in it, I already know. I'm already thinking about mine. T Lounge already thinking about hers. Indigo already working on hers. It's gonna be a good still competition, so
yeah.
I'm
So
looking
sign
forward
up.
to it.
It's 9 spots left. It's gonna be 12 contestants. Is 9 spots available. 9 more spots opening. So sign up and
I
get
gotta get that
it's gonna
flyer
be great.
downloaded, but see, I don't pay for my StreamYard no more, so that's why I don't have all the pictures and stuff and everything, right?
It's all
So,
good.
but once
Thank
I get
you.
I'm finna start looking for me a new streaming service. So if anybody out there investigating new streaming services that's cheaper and more affordable, please let me know, and I will do the same for you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Let me know because yeah, if it's you can find a cheaper one, I'm down too because I'm sick of $25.
No,
Okay.
it is going up to 40. So
What?
Oh, they could keep it.
Oh, are you serious?
yeah, I'm dead
When?
serious. That's why I'm.
I
Thank
didn't
you,
read that
Miguel.
thing.
Yeah, so that's
I
why
didn't.
I'm. Yeah, that's why I gotta do something differently. You know.
Okay, so
So
yeah, we definitely gotta find something
They
different because
gonna
I'm
lose
not
a lot
paying
of
no
people.
40. I'm not paying no $40 for glitches
now I'm
and
supposed to
all
be
this stuff.
grandfathered in because of the fact that I'm one. I signed up. I'm talking about like early, right? So I'm
Right.
supposed to be grandfathered in. So I'm gonna check and see if that's true. But I haven't been paying for it for the last couple of months, so they might say screw my grandfather clause, right? So it's always good to have a backup.
Yes,
So
true.
I'll let
Okay.
y'all know. But y'all know I can
All
just keep
right.
talking and talking and talking. Let me get
I
off of
know.
here.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, y'all.
All
Good
right. Good
night.
night. Thank you for having me. And
Sure.
have
Peace.
a great night, everybody in the chat.
Bye, y'all.